Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. It's going to be another awesome game today. I absolutely guarantee it. So let's go ahead and start checking it out. Wait, first of all, look at this. Wow, look how many minerals he's got. Is Kaz going for a command center after barracks? It looks like he is. Very, very smooth stuff. That's an incredibly fast command center. Harstem just starting to get. He's just starting to get it as well, so he got it after the cyber core very quickly. But anyway, let's introduce the players before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Worko coming in. It is Mr. up the top right side of the map. It is Mr. Harstem. He is 20 years of age, from the Netherlands, plays for Team Fnatic, and his opponent, not my opponent, his opponent is down the bottom left side of the map. It is Mr. Kaz, 26 years of age, from the Ukraine, plays for Team Cascade. And I just had a crazy thought. It was not really a crazy thought, but when I started casting it, is that I know people from my high school and from my uni who look a lot like these guys do in their profile picture. Harstem, I knew a guy who looked incredibly like this guy in uni, and that guy was kind of a dick. And I knew somebody who looked like Kaz as well. He was in high school and then he sort of was in uni sometimes. He was kind of a slacker. And that guy was also a dick, and he actually beat me up once. So, just an interesting sort of tidbit that, yeah, if I start bagging these guys out, it may not be because they're actually doing something wrong. It's just some repressed memories of my childhood of getting beaten up. Yeah, the guy who looks like Harstem never beat me up, but he was a dick, definitely. And the guy who, looks like Kaz did beat me up, and that guy was definitely a dick. So, moving on from those painful memories, we will be examining this game. Got the robotics facility coming down from Mr. Harstem. I'm getting really into the Protoss because, of course, I've been playing Noobs Can't Climb Ladders recently. Like, literally 10 minutes ago, I played an episode playing Protoss, starting to get into it. So I'm starting to get even more excited about, oh my god, the Protoss build order. Oh my god, robotics facility. I still can't believe these guys just go off one gateway for so long. I'm like, oh crap, somebody's got to hit me in like 2 seconds. I need more gateways. I need to build 1,000,000 stalkers because, he might send a couple of lings over or something. So, yes, but Protoss love to rush for the tech. We can see the robotics bay coming out for Mr. Harstem. Kaz looks like he's happy just getting stuff. Man, he's going for a lot of marauders early on. Double tech labs on 2 barracks. So he's obviously anticipating a fair amount of stalkers in this game. And yeah, would love to be smashing some stalkers apart, smashing some immortals apart. We have even seen many cases where an early Terran player with a fairly decent amount of marauders can just go straight in and start smashing apart Colossi. If you time it perfectly, like you get in like 8-10 units or something like that, you move in, you start attacking your army. Generally, if the Protoss is taken up nice and hard, they will have a Colossus by then. But if you got 3 or 4 Marauders, and he's got a Colossus, he doesn't necessarily own you, because you stim, you run in, you snipe the Colossus, and then the Protoss is like, oh crap. I forgot to build a lot of other units, because they tech so fast, they never really had the gateways for that long. I mean, he's getting 3 gateways now, but if Kaz was about to attack now, he'd have 3 Stalkers. And look at that, 14 Marines and 7 Marauders, so that's a whole bunch of barracks early on versus 1 gateway for the longest time. And it looks like he's actually pushing out now. So these 3 gateways are going to be absolutely integral to keeping Harstem in the game, because he's got a Colossi and 3 Stalkers. And that's it. And he's got a Sentry. So he's got crap all. So these gateways are so important. And in fact, he's going for a bunch more. So he's got 2 gateways, 2 more, and then another 2 more. So he's going to have a total of 6. So he's really not messing around here. But he needs the time. He needs the time to get those units out. So we'll see how he's really going to start skyrocketing those gateway units, as well as building Colossi at the same time. And it's going to be good. And one of the things that is going to help him so much is this Nexus Overcharge. The Colossus, the Nexus Overcharge, those 2 together really, really help. There's no way that Harstem could push out and have any hope of doing anything at this point in the game. Defensively, though, Colossi are very good defensively. The Nexus is very good defensively, obviously. And yeah, so those 2 things together are really the only thing that allows this insane tech up to tech 3 that the Protoss player does. But we can see here the sniping of the Colossi by Mr. Kaz, excellently done. The only problem is he doesn't really have any reinforcements coming in, so he's going to be in a little bit of trouble in terms of actually doing anything. But you got to remember, he just killed 2 Colossus. That's not bad. A Colossus costs 300 minerals, 200 gas. So we have a look there. That adds up. That's 500 total resources that was lost for each Colossus. So before those Colossus lost, Kaz may have been behind, but now he's in front. He's doing pretty good. So he doesn't have a lot of units here though, and this may turn against him. He can do a bit of damage to the Stalkers, but once the Zealots start getting in there, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. So that's not good. We do not have Blink, but we do have Colossus range so far. That's very, very nice. But the time is almost gone where Kaz can start to think about taking out those Colossus with his gateway units, because it's just going to be too hard to get past the rest of the units. There's quite a sizable amount of Zealots coming up. As long as Harstem, micros, doesn't keep the Colossus on top of the Zealots when he's running in, he should be okay. Kaz actually moving out with workers, so that tells you he's a little bit worried there. But I think he's going to be okay. We got the Vikings coming out. As soon as you get about the 4 Viking numbers, he's going to be okay. 2 Vikings are kind of just going to be like, trying to swat a massive bird with a fly swatter. I mean, eventually, if you're trying to hit an eagle with a fly swatter, it kind of works if you hit it enough and if it doesn't move too much, but it's not all that much, and it's generally not a good idea to throw 2 Vikings at a Colossus. So you really need more. You really need like 3 or 4 Vikings, and then you've upgraded yourself to a BB gun instead of a fly swatter, and it's starting to get there. You're starting to get in the general area of being able to do something to the Colossus, but yeah. Once you start getting up to, it's like 6 Vikings against a Colossus is like an actual rifle, and of course if you shoot a Colossus, if you shoot an eagle with a rifle, then the eagle is going to be having some problems. So he's starting to get there. We got 3 Vikings at the moment. Needs to pop out a bunch more though. He's facing 2 Colossus. So 3 Vikings. Once again, we're back to the fly swatter stage at this point. So I have a feeling that he has limited starports at this point. He's got 1, and it's only got a single reactor. So needs to find a period where he can get another starport. There we go, starport's coming up, so that's beautiful. Kaz moving out again, income wise pretty much identical, so that's not bad. They've both got their 3rd base going out, very, very nice. Active forces, Kaz a little bit higher, but given that Harstem is at Tech 3 and is pumping out with Colossi and is getting a Templar Archives, I don't think that extra 10 is really going to crush him too much. I mean, that extra 10, if that extra 10 was Vikings, then maybe he'd be in trouble. But it's not. It's like Marines, Marauders, and crap like that. Oh, the worker getting owned. What's going on down here? Bunch of Zealots. Nobody in the bunker. Oh my god, total fail there. That's going to be quite a lot of work as they're going down. Meanwhile, this main attack going down. Let's keep a look. We're up to 6. How many more workers are going to get lost? I think they're hiding in the bunker. Oh, did you see all these guys get trapped? What a sweet force field there, and the Zealots continuing to go nuts. Look at the worker death all going up. Harstem having such a good run so far. Excellent defense on the 3rd. Very, very nice incursion on Kaz's 3rd. And absolutely phenomenal stuff. Look at this, 65 over 50. Harstem is in a good place at the moment. He's in a very, very good place. He's still a little bit behind the army, but that doesn't matter. He's got a 15 worker lead at the moment. He's got Storm almost there. He's got War Prisms coming out. A few good Storm drops on some workers. Oh, that Marauder, man. Oh, did you see that way that I just fell apart? It's like those slow motion things where you like chop off somebody's head off and then 10 seconds later their head sort of rolls off. Oh, ooh, Widow Mine. Might be able to burrow, might be able to get in there. Does Harstem realize it? No. Oh, 2 workers died. Grand total of 2 workers died there. And I'm like, where's the observer? Get the observer to the base. It's out of range of the cannon. Okay, you need to be doing something here. Oh, does Harstem even realise it? I'm not sure that he does. I'm really not sure, because... let's have a look at the observer count. There are 2, 1, 2. Nowhere near. Not being moved over there. He's building a cannon over there. Oh, Widowmine gets another 2 workers. And then gets owned by the cannon. So obviously he didn't care too much about those guys. Oh, runs into the second cannon. Explosion. I love the way these guys explode everywhere. It's like every single unit in the game has a self-destruct mechanism. Oh, look at this. Zealots coming in. Fully loaded bunker though, so hopefully should be able to repair it. That looks fine. Another drop coming down here. 3 more Zealots. Warping in an additional buttload to go in there, kill out the workers. Kaz was ready for the attack on his third base. He was not ready for the attack on the main base. And some reinforcements coming in. The Viking going nuts on the Warp Prism. Very nice. Workers going nice. Ghosts going nice. Pretty nice job. Everything is going nice, but he did lose some buildings, did lose some workers. Your workers lost up to 22. Harstem is only on 8. Dodging a sweet storm though. Once again, he's going for this base. Kaz has a hard on for getting this third base down, and I can't blame him because it really would screw. Oh, the storm. That was such a crazy storm there. Another crazy storm going down. Kaz in the middle of a hurricane right here. He's losing so much health. He's getting owned so badly. But at the same time, he took out the third base. As long as he gets out of here, then he should be fine. But he's perilously close to just getting stormed into oblivion. And Harstem not letting up. The Vikings going nuts. Kaz has upgraded to a bazooka. And when you hit an eagle with a bazooka, that eagle is not getting up again. So that is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, Harstem, man, doing a pretty good job. But Kaz may have just turned the tables with a little bit of brute force there, knocking that Nexus out. How many workers did he kill? Not a lot, so falling a little bit behind, but there's this base over there, so the income got knocked back a little bit. Kaz may think that was good. Kaz must know. Yeah, he knows there's a second base there. He knows that there is a 4th base over there, or whatever it's called. So he knows about that, so he's not patting himself on the shoulder just yet. So let's have a look. Upgrades. We got 1-1. Sorry, we got 2-2 coming out there. We got 1-2 for Harstem. Level 2 weapons. Nowhere in sight. He's just going for armor at the moment. Oh, these guys, they're hoping to get a sweet storm. They love to... These guys, man, they're such a sneaky bunch of bastards, man. If any Protoss unit was going to be climbing up a tree to be looking in somebody's window and they're not supposed to be, it would be the High Templar. They're just such a dodgy bunch of bastards. I mean, they don't even have to climb a tree. Look at it. They could bloody levitate. They could levitate up to look in the 2nd floor window when they're not supposed to be. Those... Oh, man. The more I think about it, the more they just look like creepy guys. Look at this creepy looking guy. Right, he's totally a creep. Look, he's just such a creepy bastard. Alright, nice attack going down there. And they play dirty as well. It's not like the Zealot, where the Zealot is like, for my honor, we will fight, combat, blades. Blade versus blade, mano versus mano. Oh, it's going to be epic. The High Templar is like, yeah, you know what? Don't want to fight you. I want to hurt you. I want to give you lots of pain. But if you get too close, then I'm just going to run away and hide. I'm going to call my big brother. His name is the Archon, okay? I will storm the crap out of you all day long, but if you try and hit me, I'm going to run away, and I'm going to call my big brother, and then he's going to come and kick your ass. That's basically what it comes down to the High Templar. And the Dark Templar is similar, man. He's another guy he likes to attack things, and he doesn't like to be attacked. He's like one of those people, you know, who like to make... He likes to make fun of people all the time. He likes to make those jokes about people. He's like, haha. But as soon as you make a joke about him, he gets all sulky, and you're like, hey, come on, dude, you know? Yeah, you can't take a joke and stuff like that. Like, you can give, but you can't take. One of those guys. That's what the High Templar and the Dark Templar are like. And it just... Yeah. I don't know. It's just... Anyway, let's move on and continue checking out the game. Both players looking pretty good. Income-wise, Kaz still quite a bit behind, but he still has maxed out. This bunker is working overtime. And the workers... Oh, man, he's got to be able to take it out. I think he's going to be able to take it out. Finally goes down. And the Zealot's going to be going nuts. Another bunch of Zealots going in here. Single Ghost going to be taken on single-handedly. Cloaks up, and the Zealot's like, hey, where do you go, man? That is freaking awesome. But it looks like Harstem is finally sick. Oh, here's the big brother right there. Look at that big, beefy blue bastard. And looks like Harstem is thinking about actually moving in. Actually going in there, destroying stuff. He's doing a lot of different harassment though. Sending Zealots in here. Ton of Zealots in there. The worker numbers continuing to plummet for Mr. Kaz. And it's almost to the stage where he just needs to turtle up inside a base and say, give me a second. I need to get my shit together because I am not doing too well at this point. He's really, really not. His income is abysmal. The gas is abysmal. The minerals are abysmal. The the Zealots getting in there. I don't know. He just hasn't. He's done a good amount. I think he's been about average for a Masters level player in dealing with harassment. But Harstem has been above average in keeping that pressure on. It's not just like, oh, I'll send some Zealots. 3 minutes later, I'll send some more Zealots. You know, keep the harassment going. Harstem is like, if there's not a Zealot in their base, then I'm doing something wrong. What? The Zealots are dead? Send some more Zealots, goddammit. Keep the pressure on. And he's been going absolutely ballistic. I don't know what these Vikings are like now. There's like 18 of the bastards. It's like, you remember back in Doom, where they had the BFG? It's like I don't know what exactly it stood for, but I always remember it standing for like big friggin' gun. I don't think that's the technical term, but this is like a BFG, man. One volley, and that's it, the Colossus dies. So like one shot, and everything in the room dies. It's absolutely freaking fantastic. Ghost versus the Stalker, man. They're not very good at shooting Stalkers, but yeah, once they gang up on something, it does tend to go down. Oh, the storms on the Vikings, man. Oh, it's so awesome. One Colossus left. Are you still building Colossi, though? Look at this guy. Oh, so much death. So much pain. There we go. The last Colossus goes down. No more Colossus left. The Vikings all land, and now they got to go nuts on the ground. It's beautiful. And they got like a Gatling gun, man. Why can't they use that Gatling gun in the air? That thing is freaking awesome. I guess it doesn't do much damage. It's like a marine gun or something like that. Wow. Harstem has managed to hold on here. Man, I need a drink. I've been talking way too much. Oh, that was good. That was so good. Alright. Let's move on. And let's take a recap. What we got going on here. Everybody lost pretty much everything. Army size down to pretty much nothing. Income down to pretty much nothing. Although Harstem didn't lose that many workers. He's still got a decent amount. And we got Mules keeping Kaz in the game, sorta. But he's going to be kind of getting screwed over. So Harstem, what has he got for units wise here? He's, yeah, it's not bad. Single Colossus. Not much here. Kaz lost all of his Viking numbers, so as long as Harstem can keep producing those Colossus, he should be okay. Got a nice attack going in here. Snipe on the High Templar, very nice. Choosing to attack the pun instead of the cannon. Yeah, you know what? I was going to say it's a bit of a wacky move because why not attack the cannon, but he just stopped half of those units warping in. So, pro move. Absolutely pro move there. It's a case of me not quite understanding the situation there, but definitely going for the pylon was the better option. Cloaking ghosts all over the place. You think, you know, they would just loot like a DT corpse or something like that. Oh, a bunch of High Templars went there. Very, very nice stuff. The ghost going for workers here. Workers dying. This is not good. The cannon is not powered, so it can't see crap. Getting an observer. Is this his first observer? He's got another one. Over there, it's running back as fast as it can. And the worker count just went down by quite a bit. So, not going to be happy. He's trapping the ghosts in there. He's not letting the ghosts out. They're attacking the Colossus. Where's the observer? Is it still on the way, man? It's still on the way. It takes forever to get there, man. It's like the dragons in Game of Thrones. Eventually it'll get there, but, you know, it will take a while. Oh, man. Starting to see some Viking production out, which is very, very nice. So, Kaz obviously realised there were still Colossus on the map when his ghost was sort of being buddy-buddy with them for like 3 whole minutes while we were waiting for an observer to get over there. And yes, getting the Viking numbers out, he's got a decent amount of Triple M, but still the macro deficit is really not doing all that well. I love the way he's sniping the crap out of High Templar though. It's just like the most pro ghost in the entire game. He's moving in, the Stalkers are going to take some serious damage. Colossus in a bit of problem. Archons are going to be looking good though. EMP very, very, very nice. The Storms are going to be the deal breaker though. Great Storms means that Kaz is going to go home empty-handed or with something in his hand that's, you know, quite, you know, squishy and not very nice. It's not what he wanted to go home with. It's not a trophy. It's something else. And yeah. But, oh, the Vikings are like, come on, dude. Isn't there a tilt? Don't we have a tilt or something? And I can understand Marauders not being able to shoot up. Okay, I can't understand Marauders not being able to shoot up, but still, a Viking should be able to tilt, man. They should be able to just, like, aim down or something like that. I mean, they've got this massive amount of complex machinery where they turn into a ground unit somehow. They are like completely Transformer-style craziness going on, but they can't figure out how to tilt. Like, just aim a little bit lower. There's no fancy Transformers mechanics for that. It's just, it was not in the manual. They spent $1 million making the Viking into a Transformer, but they couldn't work out like the extra $100 to be able to make him go tilting and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder how many pilots died while they were testing that Viking transformation. They're just putting like crash test dummies in there and finish the transformation. It's just like a mangled dummy wreck or something like that. Oh, the cannon's starting to go down. Ghost attacking workers though. If there was a gold medal for killing workers, then Harstem would probably still be winning because he's killed 97 workers and Kaz only killed 63. But he's slowly... Oh, man. Kaz lost workers again? At some point, Zealots must have been going in there. He's got 9 workers. I don't know if it's worth Harstem sending in Zealots anymore because it's just going to be like a pain in the ass just to find the workers anymore. It's like, where are these workers? I got no idea. There's like 7 bases and there's 2 workers. Where are the workers? Gonna have to go around searching for them. Just ask the nearest Marine, hey, have you seen those workers around? I kind of want to find those workers. No reason, you know, I just wanted to say hi and congratulate them on being the last 2 workers alive in this whole freaking game. Oh, man. So finally, Harstem wins due to keeping his macro alive and just absolutely decimating those workers over and over again. And all the Vikings in the world could not change the outcome of this game, I think. So that's it. Game done. Congratulations to Harstem. Very, very hard-won victory, but I think the sheer amount of harassment he did just came out in the end. Colossus and High Templar played beautifully. Kaz did everything right, but the man, just that harassment really, really just was too much for him to handle. And that's it. Game done. Thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to go rest my mouth muscles. It doesn't happen often, but my cheek is actually starting to hurt. My mouth has actually been just working too much. Way too much. And I'm talking about casting here, of course, so don't think about whatever else you're thinking about. Oh, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.